Understanding Irish brown soda bread. Irish brown soda bread is a traditional staple made with wholemeal flour, buttermilk, and baking soda instead of yeast. Unlike regular bread, it does not require proofing, making it quick and easy to prepare. The key to its dense yet tender texture lies in the reaction between buttermilk and baking soda, which creates a natural rise. This hearty bread has a slightly tangy taste and pairs well with butter, jam, or soups. Choosing the right ingredients for flavor. The classic recipe includes wholemeal flour, all-purpose flour, salt, baking soda, and buttermilk. Wholemeal flour gives the bread its nutty flavor and dense texture, while all-purpose flour helps lighten it. Baking soda acts as the leavening agent, but it only works when activated by acidic buttermilk. Adding a touch of honey or molasses enhances the sweetness, balancing the earthy taste of wholemeal flour. Mixing the dough without overworking. Unlike yeast-based breads, soda bread dough should not be kneaded. Overmixing develops too much gluten, leading to a tough texture. The dough should be mixed just until the ingredients come together into a shaggy, sticky mass. Light handling ensures the final loaf remains tender. If the dough feels too dry, a splash of extra buttermilk helps maintain moisture. Shaping and scoring for even baking. After mixing, the dough is shaped into a round loaf and placed on a baking sheet or in a cast iron skillet. A traditional cross is scored on top using a sharp knife. This step allows heat to penetrate the center, ensuring even baking. In Irish folklore, the cross is believed to let the fairies out and bring good luck. Baking at the right temperature. Soda bread bakes best in a preheated oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius, for about 35 to 40 minutes. The high temperature helps the bread rise quickly and develop a firm crust. To check for doneness, tap the bottom of the loaf. If it sounds hollow, it's fully baked. Letting the bread cool on a wire rack prevents excess moisture from softening the crust. Achieving the perfect texture. The best soda bread has a crusty exterior and a soft, slightly crumbly interior. If the bread turns out too dense, it may be due to over-mixing or using too much flour. If it's too dry, adding a little more buttermilk or reducing the baking time slightly helps. A well-balanced dough should feel moist but not sticky before baking. Variations for added flavor. Traditional Irish brown soda bread is simple, but it can be customized for different flavors. Adding oats, seeds, raisins, or nuts enhances the texture. Some versions include a small amount of butter for extra richness. For a savory twist, cheese and herbs like rosemary or thyme can be mixed into the dough. Storing and serving soda bread. Freshly baked soda bread is best enjoyed on the same day but can be stored for up to 3 days in an airtight container. To revive slightly stale bread, toasting slices brings back the crispness. It pairs perfectly with Irish butter, smoked salmon, cheese, or hearty stews, making it a versatile addition to any meal. Common mistakes to avoid. Using too much flour results in a dry, tough loaf, while not enough buttermilk prevents proper rising. Failing to score the dough can cause uneven baking. Another common mistake is baking at too low a temperature, which leads to a dense, undercooked interior. Following the correct techniques ensures a perfect loaf every time. Enjoying homemade Irish soda bread. Making traditional Irish brown soda bread is simple and rewarding. With minimal ingredients and no yeast, it's an easy homemade bread for beginners. Whether served warm with butter or alongside a hearty meal, this classic recipe captures the rustic charm of Irish baking in every bite.